Step into the stream where the games come alive. MMOs to horror, let's take a deep dive. RPGs and ghosts, adventures untold. Simulators and chill vibes, let the fun unfold. From quests and scares, it's a thrilling ride. Arcade, I'll break out, your gamer guide. A whole lot of everything, it's time to play. Drop in, say hi, and make your day. From quests to scares, it's a thrilling ride. Arcade, I'll break out, your gamer guide. A whole lot of everything, it's time to play. Drop in, say hi, and make your day. Your day.
Here we go, guys. Just a minute. Howdy, Ocean. Welcome in. Let's disable that ad. How's everything going? Excuse me. All right, hold on. Oh my gosh. All right, so now...
Are there many roads that lead out of this town?
No, there's not
Well,
many.
there's the bridge to Corona. Ain't nobody uses it.
Why is that?
Oh my gosh, please stop. Just a minute, guys. The coffin is terrible.
On the other side of that bridge, there's nothing
Yeah, nothing but lawlessness.
but a lawless wasteland crawling with heat.
Yes, I can already see it. Mayor Barrett attempts to bribe reporter with random, unwanted objects. Great idea.
It's Baby Urham Lincoln. What? What?
Is there a military base nearby?
Do we not?
Base?
Yes,
No?
Great
Okay.
idea.
No. It's Baberham. What?
I hear you are quite the pilot. When did
Okay, whatever.
you leave the Air Force?
Yes, I can. Mayor Barrett attempts to. Great idea. Pardon the interruption, Benjamin, but I need a minute of your time.
Sure thing. Excuse me, miss. I gotta have a consultation with a governmental type client.
Have you heard about the new bar in town?
Not interested. I only drink beer or moonshine. You wouldn't happen to have any, would you?
If I gave anything to Benjamin, I.
Dang right you wouldn't. A man's gotta protect his property.
It's not for him.
If I gave anything to.
Dang right.
Whatever, Benjamin.
Oui, le clock?
Quack! Quack, quack, quack!
Offendedly.
And how am I supposed to reach that?
I don't know. Definitely don't want to do anything with the baby.
No, thanks. I like my backside as it is. Bullet free.
No, we don't have anything. Whatever. I don't know. Payment end. Of course it does. 'Cause there's payment over there.
I would rather swim naked in a pool of rusty razors than pay Corona a visit. Am I clear?
Okay.
I already got, and I...
Sure you will. Not gonna do anything with the motel. What are we going to do? We're not going in there. I'm not gonna go anywhere with that. he won't. There you got the blank tapes. There's garbage. What's that? Oh, that's the puppy. You can't go in there, which sucks.
Dear listeners, after many years of service, we've been forced to cease operation due to budget cuts. Thank you for your support over the years. In honor of our lovely mayor, we've left the light on. Eliza, brace yourself. The unpaid electricity bill is coming.
Oh, it is.
The fools! They clearly do not understand it is their own tax dollars that pay for public utilities.
Yes, it is. It is. Alright. Don't touch. No, I don't want to go that way. Add. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Oh, yes, I forgot to add that. We gotta add that before stream. Ads already? What? Oh, I paused the ads. Shouldn't have pre-rolls. Very weird. Very weird. I put that together
I
with
need Miss
that.
Valentine's signature in Mr. Cooper's hands as soon as possible. If you know what is best for you, you will not jeopardize my re-election.
Why, what's the matter? What's the matter, Sage? Having trouble with that game? Window. Just set that up after stream. I was gonna do it earlier, totally forgot. Did switch? Yeah, you can DM me. Hey Spoon, welcome in. How's it going? Oh. Yes, thanks for the shout out, son. Oh, and Ocean needs one too. He's streamed. Why are you giving me a shout out? I don't need it. You silly person. Why am I looking at this? Oh my god. What? Come on, guys. Wait, was it? Yeah, there you are, Ocean. And then got in a shout out. I don't know. Fortnite, of course. Most didn't get a shout. Boom. Yeah. But yeah, hold on. Got what we're doing here. Okay, we did up there. I don't know what's going on. Wait. Okay, I got it. Oh, you was with friends, so you didn't stream tonight. Oh, yeah, I thanked you for the shout out earlier. I didn't realize you were streaming the other day. Bela Lugosi? What? No, wait. Bela Lugosi. Curry, Wallace, Ford. Okay. Yeah, let
If
me...
I could replace it, so
Let me know,
if I could.
in the dash thing that, when people shout you out. It's like, I feel bad because I didn't know you were streaming. And it said you shout me out to like 26 people. I hope that stream went well. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I wish there's like a way Twitch could like set it up where you could see the people you want to see, because there's so many people I follow and the list is so huge. And the whole thing only comes up like so quick. The notifications. Yeah, I have my Discord too, and I have like thing where it says stream supporters. And those are the people I know that stream and stuff. I don't know what we're doing. Wait, I'm looking for a certain person. Yeah. I mean, well, they say check your email, but honestly, I rarely am on my Gmail, to be fair. And that's where my notifications go.
I have socialized enough for one day. If I am not broadcasting one of my speeches, there is nothing worth listening to. Give the people what they want, even if they do not know they
actually,
want
there
it.
is that list
Hourly
on the
broadcasts
bottom.
of
I gotta
inspirational speeches from their
I gotta
beloved
add
leader.
people in that list again. I removed it and was gonna edit it again, and then my Twitch decided to break, and then I gotta re-update that list in the bottom, the recommended list. I'll have to put people down there, because right now there's nobody down there at the moment. So I'll have to put you guys down in my recommended, that way I know you're live. That's another good area to know. But that's so small too, that's not a very big list either. So, where is this person? Can I go in there
Amos's
now?
conspiracy theories before lunchtime? Let me first find a tinfoil hat.
Oh, that's cool. That's like another, what, survival kind of game? I mean, I watched a little bit of it, but I'm not really sure what that game's really all about.
A statue in honor of Sheriff Pat Garrett.
Deep Ocean
the most
survival game,
At
okay.
least in
Where is that guy we need to talk to? Wait, there's a hat up there, but you... It's also, but for me, who hates the ocean, oh gosh. I think the first time that I went into the ocean, I got stung by a stingray. Not a stingray, what was it? Yeah, it was a stingray. That was not fun. And then it took me a couple of years before I would ever touch the ocean again. Like, nope, I don't want to go in there. And my mom, you got the worst luck ever. Okay, we gotta find that one guy. Where do I freaking go? I don't even know anymore. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, it's not. Oh, I have not been stung by a jellyfish. No, I don't want to know about your escapades with Lincoln in there. I'm good. Good. Sorry, guys. Well, we got ads starting in about 5 minutes. About 4 minutes now. Yeah, I hope I never get, knock on wood, somewhere. I don't want to ever be stung by a stingray. I mean, stingray. Oh my gosh, a jellyfish. I've been stung by a stingray. No. Just no. That's... I don't know what it's compared to a jellyfish, but... No. Stingray, no. Where do I go? Because he won't let me past here. Where do I go? I don't know. Oh yeah, my Twitch was too. Alright, I need to figure out what we're doing. Horseshoe. Oh, okay, okay. Now mine's been doing that today. So we gotta use reverse psychology. Or slam though.
Come now, can you not stop handing out flyers for 1 second?
No way! I want to hand out all of these flyers. Look, come by tomorrow. I'll have more time then.
Oh no. Twitch needs to fix their app. I don't know why they even bothered making it if they're just not gonna make it work right. Fun fact. What's the fun fact? Oh, yeah, yeah, it is. My friend was telling me about that. Yeah. We give this to Mr. Slim.
Your partner fails to see the benefits of signing this rental agreement. Perhaps you could help me convince her otherwise.
Sure, but let me check it over first. You can never be too careful with these. Okay, let's see. Okay, pretty standard.
Hey, bro, welcome
Wait.
in, buddy.
Agreeing to forfeits her own rights of... Who the hell wrote this? Babe, you shouldn't be signing this. You shouldn't be signing this at all.
What are you talking about, fool?
Mayor, explain this to her. Alright, ads are gonna start in about a bit here, guys. And then we'll be back to either Mayor explain it or sidetrack her or you reverse psychology. Alright, guys. I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody using all my cute emotes. I got these now. Where's my other one? Dang it, where is it? We got these two now. Did the mayor split? Oh my god. Ads. I know ads. Why are we eating glue? Fighting games I have to get. What? I know ads for you. I don't know why some people get ads and why some do. I don't know. Alright. Everybody should be no ads here. No, bro. You cannot eat crowns. Sometimes you'll get 6. Well, maybe it's just in your favor tonight.
Some people are targeted ads. Busy.
Oh yeah. Those like some people get can I eat no, you cannot eat glue. No. Did I go back in time to kindergarten? What is this? No, you guys cannot have glue. No. Guys, no. No, it's not.
Mr. Slim is just trying to prevent you from signing this
Grapplers
awful
play
contract, and I
grapplers.
fully agree with him.
Wait a minute. Since when do you two agree on anything? Something shady's going on here. Give me
Thank
that,
you for the
Slim.
hydrate and the posture check.
Linda, no!
Mm-mm.
Well,
Mm.
all's well
He
that
signed
ends
it.
well. For me,
What?
that is.
Why? Okay, guys. If the more I hydrate, the more I'm gonna have to get up and go pee. Let's not do this.
Damn it! Rocco's late for his shift again.
What?
He wasn't my best line
What is
cook.
going on? Stop it! Stop it! No more. No more with the hydrates. What is going on? Stop
Hey,
it!
why are you guys so quiet all of a
Hydro,
sudden?
I'm gonna take. Stop it!
Why did you have
Hydro,
to ruin
stop
the
the
wonderful
dreaming hydrate.
silence?
I take points. I'm gonna take it away. Get away. More. No hydros in your name. But no more.
Hey, kids!
No.
If you're not gonna order anything, the door's right there.
Stop it. They do it with the singing mode. Oh wow. Alright, what are we doing? I have to
Hey,
have a
Mike,
timer.
You got any copies of today's paper left? I want to see what.
Of course you do. Alright. Alright. Okay, now we gotta go take that back to the mobsters. Someday this game will be not affiliate, so my chat can't. Oh, you guys gotta go check out Bro's Fortnite stuff, guys. Go give Bro a follow. Check his stuff out if you like Fortnite and whatever else Bro does, you know. He has some very cool Fortnite videos out there. Well, maybe you should have some stuff like that, Sage, too. So people can, you know, make you want to pee yourself. Oh, and Halo. Oh. Far Cry. It doesn't feel real that Hatsune Miku is Godzilla. The PC was being dumb. Well, welcome back.
I have no business at the bank right now.
Fortnite. Yes, I played my first Fortnite match tonight after a long time of not playing.
Gentlemen,
Syndica?
You're a little. You can't be sleepy. No.
gentlemen, I have held up my end of the deal. I trust you know what to do when the time comes.
Oh,
Look,
jeez.
Mako, she succeeded where you failed. Maybe you could learn something from her.
I would have gotten it done too, if you let me do it my way. Still, thank you, Ms. Barrett.
Indeed.
Yes.
May this be a
Through
mutually
GeForce Now it
beneficial
does.
partnership. I think you will find that all of Rhinoco supports your re-election, Syndica.
I shall see you gentlemen another
No,
time.
bro.
Arrivederci. Before
No,
you go, Syndica,
we're not doing this.
there's something we wish to discuss.
I'm gonna put you in
about Delgado
corners.
Mine.
We would like to resume mining operations as soon as possible.
You
No.
are aware that the mine went bust years ago, right? Unless you found something in that mine? Something very old, prehistoric, you might say.
Let us
No,
keep
put
this
you two in a
information
corner.
between the three of us, Syndica. We have already found a buyer for the fossily.
My lips are sealed, Mr. Cooper. In fact, I would be more than happy to expedite any legal paperwork for you. Provided I win the election, of course. On that note, I must return to my campaign duties. Please excuse me.
Okay. So what are we gonna do now?
Truly, that is a woman worthy of respect. Perhaps
we could assist her. Mako, I need a list of people in town who have recently passed on.
Why?
It's time they perform their civic duty.
I'll dig up everything I can tonight and have a list on your desk tomorrow morning, boss.
Idiot me, yes,
It
ma'am.
seems that was everything on the agenda for today, and with time to spare.
Really? How? How was that everything on the agenda? Okay.
Ah, that felt good. What is next on the docket? Petition to open Mayor Barrett's private swimming pool to all residents. Who would ever have the gall to sign their name to such a... Oh. Everyone in town
Yeah, I
signed
think
it.
she's a robot, though,
Everyone
Spoon.
except me, that is.
I mean, she seems to... I don't know.
Proposal. Expand Mike's Diner to chain. 3 new locations by next year.
And what am I guessing, Sage? Yeah.
Petition from the Vatican. Eliza Barrett is engaging in immoral behavior in front of her dependent child. The church frowns on displays of affection such as smooching, gross pet names, and having your weird boyfriend stay over. We insist Eliza Barrett join a nunnery immediately to save her soul from eternal damnation.
No.
Oh, offspring.
No.
Well, that is odd. By Lafayette's forgotten legacy. In my enthusiasm, I seem to have worn my stamp flat.
Oh no.
Well, I suppose I shall have to reject this last cockamamie proposal later.
Hear you out with
I
what?
had nearly forgotten to talk to Mr. Huckleberry about the musician's vote. Let us see where he is playing tonight.
What? What is going on, guys? We need
The
the
Hangar
blueprint.
84 expansion blueprint. I love the words top secret. Knowing things that others do not is so satisfying.
What is going on in chat, guys? What are we doing? All right. Oh. Never. Oh my gosh, you guys are all over the place. What is going on? Okay. Yes, they do. They do know each other personally.
Maybe if I put it in terms of a presidential race. Eliza Barrett, will you be my running mate until the end of time?
Oh god.
Lincoln, you are about as romantic as a dirty shoelace. Maybe I'm overthinking this.
Overthinking what, exactly?
Eliza!
What?
What are you doing
Oh,
here?
why?
I live here, remember? Are you feeling all right?
No, I mean, yes. I gotta see this through.
See what through?
Eliza Barrett, will you please be my co-pilot for as long as we...
Lincoln, we have been over this. I am not changing careers.
Not what I meant. I want to walk you down the...
Lincoln, it is far too late for walks, and I
Oh
am
my
tired.
gosh, why is she...
Okay, fine. I get it. Look, I literally got a jet. Lapidus made the mistake of eating lunch at Mike's. Again. So, now we're down a pilot.
Wait, I thought you were staying the night.
Don't worry. I'll be back in the morning before you even wake up.
I really do not like the idea of you flying at night.
Relax, honey. It's a routine flight. Done it a million times. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, you die.
Have a safe trip, okay?
I will. I promise.
Yeah, I was wondering that. Is she like Cruella de Vil before like he goes insane?
There is no rest for the wicked.
Just explodes. What is... But yeah, Sage, if you want to explain the whole noodle situation, you can.
Well. If it isn't Mayor Barrett, you must be happy now, aren't you?
I am, but I do not understand your little comment.
Amos took my baby girl.
I was not aware you were a parent. Congratulations on the blessed event.
What? No! My guitar, my precious Gibson Electric Blue. And don't act innocent. This has your claw marks all over it.
I had nothing to do with that. Perhaps if you emitted fewer misophonic screeches.
First, you close KGFL. Now, the sheriff illegally seizes my property, making it impossible for me to work.
Yes, Mr. Huckleberry, but look at the bright side. You have so much time now to find a quieter, more productive hobby.
I'll never give up on my dreams. I'm gonna revolutionize music one day. You'll see. You'll all see.
Well, while we are waiting for this musical revolution, may I have a word? Why is that instrument so special to you?
Since the day my pal Harry Russ brought her to me, she's been my baby girl.
But it is just a guitar.
Just a guitar? No! She means everything to me. She's my world, my life, my soul.
Do you not think it is time to live a more conventional life? A real job, a house, maybe even a partner and child?
Oh yeah? And how did that turn out for you?
Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah. That's some pretty good content. Like I said, you guys should check each other out. For sure. Give each other a follow, check each other out sometime when you guys got time to check each other out. Yeah, I made Sage some stuff for their channel.
Touché, Mr. Huckleberry. Touché. Without your guitar, you have no reason to be hanging around here anymore. Go home, or get a job or something.
I'm on a hunger strike. I'm not moving until I get my baby back.
Well, I'm just glad you love your stuff.
Congratulations on your new lifestyle.
What do you mean you're trying to figure out your stuff, Spoon?
Regardless, if you are still here by 6 a.m., you will receive a parking violation.
I don't give a damn. I'm not moving.
Like what you want to do with your channel, or?
We'll see about that when Miss Valentine brings her tow truck.
Oh no.
Why do you not simply
gosh,
buy a
you
new
scared me.
guitar? Problem solved.
Monster, demon, devil. How dare you suggest I abandon my baby? What would you do if someone took the most important thing in your life away, huh?
Oh, please. No one could ever take my career from me.
That's not what I meant. Jeez, poor Betty.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it takes work. Like streaming is like a to explain.
I can count on your vote, right?
Just do what
Well,
you
I
enjoy
would.
doing, I guess.
Why do I feel like there is a but coming?
But you've broken a lot of campaign promises.
Mr. Huckleberry,
Like
I can
set up
assure you there is
a
absolutely no connection
channel
between the
point
promises I
goal
have
thing
made
where people vote on
and their alleged
things,
failure to
like
uphold
games
themselves.
or
Do you even feel bad
something
at
for
all
the
for
channel
people
or
who
something
lost
like
their
that.
jobs after you shut down KGFL?
Ultimately, the failure of the KGFL was a direct result of poor administration. Town Hall cannot be faulted for allocating its budget to higher priority projects.
Yeah, tell that to my buddies Walter and Frankie. They had to seek work in Corona, Miss Mayor. Corona!
Oh dear, those poor, poor people. May Washington himself have mercy upon their souls.
So, in good conscience, I can't vote for you. Hope you understand. Well, unless...
Unless what?
Unless you help me record my first album. If you do that, you'll get my vote. Deal?
I have no choice but to accept.
Yeah, that's the way to go, Ocean. You gotta start somewhere.
How exactly are we going to record your album?
We just need to follow my 4 steps to Rockin' Glory Guide.
Oh, please do enlighten me.
It's easy. First, we need to get my guitar back. Second, we need to find some kind of recording device.
Well, I got that.
This seems reasonable so far.
Okay, the third step is to get a tape to put in the recording device, so don't forget that. The final and most important step is to mail that baby to my record company.
Oh, wow.
This seems straightforward enough.
That is a lot
I may
there.
require further details later on, however. I will be on my way now.
Hey,
Oh,
Miss
8
Mayor,
hours?
one question. Why do you hate music so much?
Yeah, why does she hate music?
My auditory nerves are 2 sizes too small, making it impossible for me to enjoy music.
That's it! You're like the Grinch of music. If you can't enjoy it, you'll make it
Grinch
so
of
no one else
music.
can. But has
Oh
it
my
always
gosh.
been this way?
No, I contracted this condition right after my offspring's birth.
Damn right! I'm a natural-born prankster!
I've been messing with Mom since my very first breath.
That reminds me. I still have not punished you for that, have I?
You can't ground me if you can't find me.
Grab me if you can't find me. I didn't want to do YouTube. Hey, YouTube is so hard to get into, though. It's so hard to get noticed. And she's not a small child. She's like 18, 20 years old. So.
You gotta put a lot of work into it and edit. For YouTube to matter.
Yeah.
Eliza, what a pleasant
Literally have to do
surprise.
edits every day
Good
and
day,
upload
Amos.
shorts.
Do you have any
Highlight
crimes to
videos,
report?
and you gotta do that every day
I do
to
not
make
want
YouTube
any
good.
surprises this close to the election.
Don't, then the
Nothing
algorithm
out of
will
the
not
ordinary.
put you in front.
Ben
Not
lost
get
his
any
pet
kind of,
rock, and Mrs. Roberts' cat got
follow-
stuck in a tree. Again.
Is that really everything?
Oh, yeah, she did.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Then would you care to explain what that is on the wall behind you?
Yeah. They do work better, way better.
This? It's nothing. Just a collage I've been working on.
A collage of
Collage.
wasted time, maybe. You are working on one of those hard-to-explain cases. Admit it.
Those crafty chipmunks have been quiet for a while, which means they're up to something.
Oh no, not the chipmunks. Anyway, on to more meaningful topics. I need you to release a piece of evidence. Hank Huckleberry's guitar.
Sure, let me just gift wrap that for you.
Well, that was easy.
It was a joke, Eliza, a joke. And no, you can't have it. It's been confiscated for a reason.
Wow.
Fine, Amos. Just know one thing. When this is over, I will have that guitar.
Yeah?
Just remember that you had the chance to give it willingly.
Jeez, man, get some heaters in there. Alright.
Care to explain how you are blowing the budget this month?
I don't know what you mean.
Guilty
No?
Gear Lore?
Then let me
Ah.
ask you in a slightly different
That's a
way.
pretty old
How many
game, isn't
hours
it?
of taxpayer-funded work went into constructing this ludicrous monstrosity?
Okay,
Yes.
I'll explain. But get comfy.
Well,
This is
just
gonna
don't put
take
it
a
on your
while.
bed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Then you had better start immediately.
So, this all began with some abandoned packages in the mail. They were addressed to a Mr. McFurry.
Really?
McFurry? There is no one in town by that
I know
name.
my sister had a bunch of friends that cosplayed
McCord
from
noticed
Guilty
these
Gear.
packages had been lying around unclaimed for a while, so he opened one. Know what he found? Nuts! Regular old shelled nuts, he thought. So he ate a few.
I believe that is considered tampering with the mail, officer.
Tampered is right. McCord barely ate 3 of them before he ended up in the hospital. Turns out those innocent-looking nuts were coated in hard drugs.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is preposterous.
Oh,
They
nice.
probably just went bad after sitting around for so long.
Yeah, they went so bad that my deputy thought he was a glass of orange juice for 12 hours. He kept crying, thought someone would try to drink him. Anyway, I contacted my inside guy at the Postal Service. Turns out every one of those packages was sent from the abandoned factory. One night, my postal worker friend calls me. He sounds distressed, wants to meet in person, and won't tell me why. I get to the meeting spot on time, but my contact is already dead. Nothing left but a smear of blood.
Oh no.
What I did find was.
But yeah, for
Hamster
those of
J.
you that
Garrett,
don't know,
right by the
Ocean
bloody
is
patch.
working on
I
some
tried to question
comics.
him, but I can't speak hamster, so I called in my animal communications expert.
Oh, come on. Seriously.
Well, she understood a hell of a lot more than I could. According to her, that rodent had an airtight alibi, so I had to let him go. When I went back to the scene to investigate,
I think
stumbled
web
across a hidden
webcomics, I
envelope.
believe.
You won't believe what I found inside. A letter!
Well, what were you expecting? 20 years worth of retroactive Christmas bonus checks?
I wish, but no.
No.
Like I said, it was a note. It was only 3 words long. Follow
The
nuts. The nuts, Eliza! The nuts! That kind doesn't grow in North America, so I went to ask at customs. Well, that's when I saw it. The huge wooden box. It looked sealed, but it opened easily. There was room for an entire person to fit inside.
What
And
the
then
heck?
I found it. The first piece of evidence in this entire case. A can of Chef Mikhail's frikadelki.
Wait, you're telling me Michael had something to do with this?
Well, yes and no. After some investigation, it became apparent that Mikhail Kodak is Mike's 3rd cousin from the USSR.
Oh.
But Hamilton's thrown away shot. How big is Michael's family?
That doesn't matter. The important thing is, those chipmunks somehow smuggled a Soviet spy into our country.
Amos,
Oh.
this sounds like absolute hogwash. And
I mean,
even if that is true,
Natasha
it
is
still does not
from
explain your
a
little
Soviet
project here.
spy, so.
What about it?
The Russians.
What does the Black Dahlia have to do with any of this?
After she was murdered, her favorite pet went missing. Her
Had a
favorite pet chipmunk.
What?
They never found her killer, and they've never found her chipmunk. Coincidence? I think not.
This is a joke. I'm stuck between I can't draw on the tablet. Oh, that sucks. Writer's block, I guess. The right here is, for those that don't know, that's the Black Dahlia. That's actual.
Why does it mention earthquakes?
The last seismic event in this county happened at the exact same time a store in Corona was broken into. The thieves made off with a year's supply of nuts.
This all
Clearly,
goes down to
somehow caused the
chipmunks
earthquake to cover up
causing
their crime.
the whole problem with
Of
this
all the
game.
silly
I
things
just
you've said today, this is by
know.
far the silliest. How does Mao even fit into all of
Mao?
this?
Well, nothing yet, but I figure if the Russians are involved, the Chinese
my
can't be too far
God.
behind. I'm just getting a jump on the inevitable reveal.
I see something named CIA there. What is
Wait,
that?
oh, CIA.
Oh, that's a new intelligence agency opening in D.C. next year. I'm not sure exactly why, but it must have something to do with the Chipmunk Menace.
Oh no.
Yes,
No
I am certain the
chipmunks.
government opened a top secret organization just so they could investigate your rodent delusions. Can we just skip to the end?
After I opened the box, things went quiet. Until last week, that is. Those furry bastards know I'm on to them. They're trying to throw me off the trail, but I'm smarter than that. What do you see right behind me?
A huge waste of taxpayers' money and my time?
Yeah.
Look at that ugly bastard on the right. To the untrained eye, it looks like an ordinary chipmunk, but it's not.
What is it?
That's Euonymus sibiricus, which is definitely not a North American species.
And what is it?
Look at its facial markings, its thick pelt. This is clearly a rare Siberian chipmunk. And you know who he was? Mick Furry! Or should I say, Miss Chibaroskovich? And what do you think our comrade here was doing? Looking at the bank suspiciously! Just watch, one of these days the bank is gonna get robbed blind. And it'll be because of those double-damn chipmunks!
Amos, I do not know if you are insane or merely a comedic genius. Either way, abandon this cockamamie Soviet chipmunk theory immediately and go do your job.
You're looking like a fat...
Yeah, just you wait. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow.
I don't know.
If there's no evidence, then you have no case, Amos. Stop draining the police budget in pursuit of your imaginary enemies.
I'll stop when their furry butts are behind bars.
Then just go.
You're gonna feel real silly when I'm proven right, Eliza.
I am not too concerned about that happening. How has life been treating you lately, Amos?
I guess everything's okay, I guess.
You said, I guess, twice.
Well, the situation lately has been less than ideal. You know, since...
Since Gloria left you, yes. Look, I did not plan on broaching the subject, but...
Your wife probably got tired of the chipmunks
to avoid
too
thinking
hard.
about your real problems.
Oh, wow. You're almost as observant as my big-shot brother-in-law with his fancy FBI job. Solving real cases.
I seem to have hit a nerve. Well, if you ever would like to talk about it.
Thanks, Eliza. Sorry for getting so heated there. It's good to know I have your shoulder to cry on.
Just don't cry on her shoulder.
Give me one good reason not to reduce your budget
You
next
might
fiscal
ruin
year.
her shoot.
One reason? Heck, I'll give you 3. The Chupacabras, the avian espionage, and the Sasquatch.
Oh my lord.
Do you still believe the Chupacabras is real?
Still believe? Still believe? You saw it with your own eyes.
Whatever you think we saw, it was an illusion. Our eyes deceived us. It was dark.
Oh, so now you're going to act like you didn't see Betty ride that thing into the woods?
I think I would remember watching my offspring ride a giant wolf into the woods, Amos.
Oh, I see what's going on here. But you won't be able to cover up Betty's tracks forever. You know damn well what really happened.
Cologne.
I am sure that I do not know
Nice.
anything of the sort.
The worst part is that thing's still out there.
Come on, Amos. We talked about this.
Yeah,
no
I need
more
some of that too.
Sasquatch.
There's about to be a huge breakthrough in the case. The entire Bigfoot
What does it
community
smell
is waiting
like?
for the news with bated breath.
Are you sure it was not just some stray camper with an overgrown beard?
No way. They found footprints that definitely belong to a teenage Bigfoot. Right here by Crystalline Lake.
Crystalline Lake,
So,
Crystal Lake.
big footprints, but smaller.
Exactly. Isn't that exciting?
Amos, you gullible fool. Those were just regular human footprints.
Classic Bigfoot denial tactic.
Mm-hmm.
I won't fall for
I
your government
believe.
cover-up.
Eve.
What on earth is avian espionage? What? Are all the birds in town secretly operatives
Two
for a
people to
shadow
hang up my
government or
blinds.
something?
Their names are Kurt and
Course
Rod.
not. That's crazy. Not
Kurt
all of
and
them,
Rod.
just the pigeons.
Oh, I suppose it. Wait, what?
Haven't you noticed anything weird about them? You
No.
walk out of your house, what do you see? A pigeon. When you
The
walk out of your
pigeons.
office, when you park your car, yes, it's a pigeon.
Oh, it smells
They're
like
always there.
spider venom. Oh.
Amos, I understand that they made a mess on your new car. But for the love of Ulysses S. Grant's speeding ticket, get over it already. Ah, never mind. Speaking of your ex-wife, since you asked, let me give you some relationship
I don't
advice.
think he asked.
I didn't ask.
Yeah, I thought
Irrelevant. If you face the situation with the right attitude, you can get over any relationship in minutes.
Tell him it's Betty's fault. Tell him it's Joseph's fault, Gloria's fault. Tell him it's...
Do you remember that thing Betty did to you when she was a toddler?
Ugh. How could I forget? I thought I'd never walk again.
Well, perhaps she is to blame for your shortcomings.
What? No. Besides, if she hadn't done that, I never even would have met Gloria.
Oh.
She hadn't have sent me to the hospital, and Gloria hadn't have been working there.
Exactly. Let that sink in for a moment, Amos.
That little spawn of a... of a mayor? Yeah, that.
Maybe it is time for you to get over your breakup and move on. It has been months, and it does not seem Gloria is coming back.
Get over it? Ha! I know she'll come back. She'll realize her mistake and come running straight back into my arms.
Of course she will, Amos. Just be patient. Very patient.
Any issues with my...
Thank you, Eliza.
Use my head. It was... Oh.
I did not know Gloria's brother was in the FBI.
Oh, you never heard of Jackson Ortega?
Hmm,
The best of the best of the very best the FBI has to offer. Most closed cases in the history of the FBI, living legend Casanova. Has his own column in the food section of the Washington Lamp-Post.
He sounds like a fine man. I hope you are not considering joining him in the FBI.
Of course not! Damn it, Eliza! You know I can't turn my back on Sheriff Garrett's legacy! I can never leave this town. It needs me.
To do what?
Amos,
Sit
as
there?
much as I value your dedication to this town, do not get too full of yourself. We can handle a few rodents and the occasional cat stuck in a tree on our own.
Wow.
I can count on you, right?
Of course you can. Wait, for what exactly?
You will vote for me, correct?
Oh,
It's 20 billion
that.
calories per gram.
I don't know, Eliza. I feel like it might be time for a change around here. It might be good for the town if someone younger and a little more in touch took over.
Like who?
How interesting you say that, Amos. I was just thinking it might be time our chief of police was a bit younger and faster and...
You know what? Change is overrated. Who needs change anyway?
Glad you came to that conclusion on your own. Amos, I will see you later.
Sure thing. You know where to find me.
The blurry slot. Time to bulk up.
Eliza, move one more inch and I'll be forced to find you.
Try and stop me. You win this round. But remember, Amos, Eliza Barrett always wins.
He's right. He is the mayor.
Amos and McCord need to do their job, and I refuse to go back to waving flags.
I wonder who's down. What the heck? Deputy McCord.
Why take anything from the medkit when you have top-notch insurance? If I get so much as a blister, a chopper descends to take me to the nearest hospital.
Did we close him in there? Oh my. He's got no comment about that dirty. Okay. But her daughter had a comment about it. He's sleeping. We close him in. Maybe we can give him...
Let him rest. Not because he deserves it, but because I would rather avoid his vapid conversation. Oh, let him sleep. Amos is probably running him ragged, hunting cryptids or something equally not worth thinking about.
I'm thinking about going back and like restreaming some old point and clicks again, like Monkey Island and stuff. The Fantastic Donut.
Fantastic donuts, and where to find them. Paper clips and bubblegum. MacGyver's Guide to Fixing It All.
Well, I mean, after this one's, of course. Once we figure out what else we're gonna be doing. Try and buy some what? No. But this game will end. You be quiet. Yes, it will. It'll end eventually. If I used the walkthrough in the beginning, it would have ended probably already.
No chance I am drinking any of that.
You don't like water? Ah, water!
Patrick Floyd Jarvis Garrett, the town's first sheriff and Amos's father.
Gosh. Doing, lady?
He died without ever acknowledging you as his son, yet you have followed in his footsteps.
He was my father. And whether he thought so or not, it doesn't make me any less proud of his accomplishments.
Are you sure your mother was correct about your, lineage?
She wouldn't lie about something like that.
And Mr. Coltrane, who raised you and gave you his name, he never said anything either?
No. For some reason, my stepdad didn't talk to me about all my mom's ex-boyfriends.
Wow.
Where's all this coming from, anyway?
Nothing. I just find it surprising how devoted you are to the memory of a man who rejected you. The looks you give Sheriff Garrett's statue. Well, I never even saw you look at Gloria that way.
That statue represents why I fight for this town. And mark my words, Eliza, you may think I'm exaggerating the chipmunk problem, but I have the feeling those furry bastards are gonna be my William Bonney.
This town is too peaceful for all your vigilance, Amos. And honestly, how much damage can chipmunks do?
We'll see about that.
Are you gonna destroy the statue, I wonder?
Amos's admiration for Sheriff Garrett knows no bounds. That might be of use to me.
Really, so how do we handle this? So now we should be able to... Yeah, this game is like, I don't even know. Oh, is the tiki bar ready? Oh god, these again. Oh yeah, sure.
Just the suggestion that I might be able to pick it up is amusing enough for me not to outright call you a numbskull.
A lot of references
Despite
to
spending
games.
his youth in Oahu, Max seems unaware that Moai are not from Hawaii. But who is going to tell him that after he brought it here single-handedly?
From a 1 to a 10, how would you rate the town's defenses?
The heck?
Let me put it plainly. If the
This
Soviets
looks
showed
like
up,
that
we'd be
thing
screwed.
from that one Monkey
Not like
Island
that
game up
would ever
here.
happen, though.
Coming up with the name took us less than 5 minutes.
Oh, it is?
Pronouncing it
Oh.
correctly, however. Well, that took a few hours.
Check my
Jail.
Huh.
Ridiculous. A cardboard volcano cannot be following your movements. Stop being paranoid, Eliza.
Are you sure? Dang it. So you're the one who probably sets his stuff on. Oh, you look the other way.
I have absolutely no business with the water tower.
Oh yeah? Was it? That's cool. It was interesting. I'm gonna have to have interesting content for sure.
Excuse me, Max, but I need to borrow the reporter. It will not be long.
What a surprise!
Oh yeah, how did yours
Eliza
turn
Barrett
out,
stealing
Spoon?
the spotlight.
There are some things I would like to ask you, Ms. Peterson.
Oh, if you insist.
Oh, ad starts in about 4 minutes, guys.
I cannot help but notice your recording device. I have been assaulted by multitudes of reporters, but have never seen a machine such as yours.
Oh, this little thing. My mother made it for me.
Oh yeah?
She's really good at tinkering.
Shiny!
Shiny!
Anyway, what I was trying to say was... I need your recorder, Ms. Peterson.
And I need some classified information. Perhaps we can arrange a trade?
You think a mere tape recorder is worth
Yeah,
the price
the-
of confidential information
growth,
I might possess?
As I mentioned,
like they
this
say,
one is very special to me.
Rome wasn't built in a
So,
day.
It makes sense that I need something special in return.
Perhaps there is
Great
something
Wall
in my
of
office
China
that
took,
might satisfy her.
what was it, how many years to build? So greatness takes a while to build. You just, it just depends how long you want to go for it, if it's that important to you. If it's something really important to you, if you network with the right kind of people, you get the right kind of positive people around you, I think you'll get there. It's just going to take the networking, the meeting the right kind of people. It's definitely going to be a slow growing process to get up higher, but I think it's worth it and rewarding. Oh yeah, my avatar? Yeah. I wanted to have for like the point and click games the a point and click character.
If you have the time, Ms. Peterson, why not pay a visit to our local high school? Principal Peanut has recently arrived, and I'm sure she would be an excellent interviewee.
Oh yeah, like voice
I was
acting
planning
or
to go there next. I want to ask the principal how she feels about your plan to sell the coyotes to Corona for your own benefit.
my boyfriend is making his own game. He's if you want to give my boyfriend a follow, he's Short Wolf when he does stream, that is.
What?
When you do stream. But he's thinking about. Yeah. See, like I was thinking, I don't know, because I don't think the VTube mini thing is that taxing, but with what you guys use, the Stream Elements OBS, I don't know. I just use regular OBS. I don't use the Stream Elements, I don't use Streamlabs, I just use the regular OBS. So I don't know. But the thing I use is not taxing.
Streamlabs is bad for performance.
They're using Stream Elements, both him and Bro. I didn't know Stream Elements had.
Streamlabs.
Oh, okay. You mind typing it out? Oh, you stream through your Xbox, okay. Yeah, hold on, let me get him a shout out.
Oh, Ms. Peterson.
Hold on.
Surely a journalist of your
Yeah. We hear you, lady. Shut up. There we go. We give him a shout out so you guys can check him out.
Your caliber would not fall for such an obvious
there you go.
invention. Besides, according to my research,
OBS
selling
as
the
well.
coyotes would
Yeah, I
barely
would
finance a new mop bucket.
always recommend regular OBS over the other
Told her
two.
about your upcoming trip to Seychelles.
Seychelles?
So, you're willing to sacrifice the local sports team to finance your own vacation.
This town is in the middle
But
of the
yeah, I
desert,
think
Miss
the
Peterson.
best way to
We
go
all need a
about
way
getting
to
into
cool
the
off.
voice acting
People's
is
lives are at
most
stake
people who
here.
are making indie
Think of the
games
welfare of our children,
are always
to say
looking for
nothing of
voice
their
actors. So
Well,
I think that's the
first
best
time
way to
I've
get
ever heard
started.
You refer to yourself as mother. Wait, does that mean you're taking Betty with you?
Oh, are you going to miss her? Well, I suppose I could leave her with you.
Oh
Oh
no.
no, that's okay. You girls need anything? Towels, beach hats?
The evidence is piling up, Ms. Mayor.
Yeah,
What
I
do
don't
you
know
have
how
to say
that
in response
how
to
that
these
works, Ocean.
allegations?
Miss
But like I said, let
we
me
not
know when you
all
get a
sweat
better
under the harsh
computer
desert sun?
and we'll talk.
Do we not
That
all
offer
wish
still
we could refresh
stands.
ourselves during the summer months?
So there's no rush.
Criticize me if you want. Vilify me if you must. Place an effigy in the square and set it afire.
But as for the
But you will take
Xbox
my
and doing
mojito
that,
from
I
my
have no
warm,
idea.
tanned hands.
Bravo, Eliza.
Now, let us change the subject. All that
Oh, wait.
genuine concern
Getting
for
an
my
ad, aren't we?
community has parched my throat. That will be all for now, Ms. Peterson.
Certainly. I'll be around if you need me.
We go.
We bring the thunder, you take responsibility. Kilauea Thunder. Warning. Keep away from heat, children, people under the influence of alcohol, important landmarks, and elected officials.
Get this marked out way. My God. And damn it. Okay. All right. We're almost. I don't know. We'll see.
Why did you move from a tropical paradise like Hawaii to the deserts of New Mexico?
Well, my best friend lives here, and I wanted to fulfill my lifelong dream where she could see it.
Oh.
What about your family?
What about? Is everybody back from ads?
Don't they need protection from your enemies, considering your fame in certain circles?
Frankly, I pity the poor bastard who tries
Yeah,
anything
whatever.
on
Can I
Mom.
talk
I
to
have
her?
no time to waste on idle chatter. Maxwell Powell, ex-Marine, lava skiing champion, tiki bar entrepreneur.
Lava ski
And the closest thing this
champion?
town has to Montgomery Clift. A bit eccentric, but a better friend I have never had.
What about your family?
Look, Eliza, she's going to write about my bar. I'll be famous! The sky is the limit!
Okay.
Little busy right now, Eliza. Why don't you drop by later?
Yeah, doesn't want to talk to me at all. Hang 10. Noah. Welcome to the...
What about your family?
Whatever. We're getting out of here.
Don't they need protection from your enemies? Considering...
Whatever. Wait, did we do anything over here? Do we do anything with this? Did we do anything up here yet? No. Great. So about that. Yeah. Why is there no map in there? No maps just because there's no... Poor Bob. He's left us so long ago. A weeping angel. What did we want? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, we didn't. Don't we?
There must be a way we can use Amos's fondness for Sheriff Pat to lure him outside the police station.
Well, maybe there is. Wait. Are you going the right? Yeah, I'm going the right way. Oh.
Well, well. What a pleasant surprise. To what do I owe this visit from such a distinguished figure?
Oh, Sam, you always know just what to say. I came to see your new venture, of course. You know I take great interest in local business.
You can't fool this old wolf, Eliza. You're here to ask for my vote, aren't you?
You can read people like a book. I have always admired this about you. I would like to know more about this motel of yours.
Ask away.
Enlighten me as to your business philosophy.
Simple. Affordable accommodation for everyone. No pointless extra charges.
Define pointless, would you?
With every booking, I offer a free breakfast and complimentary toiletries. No charge for things like parking, cancellations, using the ice machine.
I have heard enough. Sam, this cannot go on.
This cannot.
I will not stand idly while total strangers rob you blind.
Oh, not this again.
Yes, this again. And pay attention this time. In fact, write it down. Start by adding the following to every bill. Booking fees, cancellation penalties, baggage handling, water, gas, keys.
Be reasonable. I can't possibly charge people for using their room keys.
Do you know how badly you could hurt your wrist every time you hand them over to a guest? Now, considering the beautiful scenery surrounding this place, you could easily charge for the view.
What view? There's nothing but rocks and cacti here. Am I supposed to charge people just for arriving?
Exactly. You are beginning to understand. Now, one last thing, the most important one, a calculation fee.
What the hell is that supposed to be?
Why, compensation for adding up the other fees, of course.
You know what? Seems like my mind's been changed for me. You wouldn't mind helping an old friend set this whole thing up, right? I'm not great with numbers.
Of course I would. For a fee. Oh, relax. I love paperwork too much to pass up this opportunity. I should have it all drafted by the end of the week. How are the rooms?
The very best you'll ever find. Why not spend the night here and try it for yourself, on the house?
I would love to, but... Listen, Sam,
Before you answer, think about this. A romantic night with Lincoln, away from prying eyes. And, more importantly, away from Betty.
You sly fox. You had me the moment you said away from Betty. Besides, my back could use a break from that coffin.
Then
What?
it's settled. A room for two
I
next
don't
weekend.
even want to know about the
You'll
coffin
love it.
thing.
Tell me about your breakfast menu. Because I know you cannot cook to save your life.
Well, yeah,
Lurker
about
mode
that.
needs to be bigger.
I've
It's
had
too
to bring
small.
the food in
May have
from
to
the
remake my
bistro in
lurking mode.
Corona.
Please, excuse me, Sam. My hearing must be failing me because I could swear I just heard you say Corona.
Good
What
thank you,
alternative
Sage.
did I have, Eliza? Order from Mike's?
God, no. I hate
All
to
right,
say
you have a
this,
good night,
but I suppose
Spoon.
you had no other choice.
Now, keep it to yourself. The last thing we need is for Mike to find out about this. Who knows what he'd be capable of?
Hey, Mike, what brings you here?
Hey, Ben. Just the usual.
Sure thing. 50 gallons of my super flammable mix ready to go.
I don't know what flammable mix he's talking about.
I would suggest finding another caterer. The sooner the better. Why a motel of all things?
It was my son's dream to build a place where weary travelers could rest from their journeys. Somewhere with good food, great company, and rooms at knockdown prices.
Wasn't your son's dream to become a pilot?
Well, yes, it was. The motel was pretty far down the list. But he was too clumsy for ballet, and we all know what happens to aspiring chefs around here.
Well, while he may not have sought the motel owner's life, I know he would be proud of you. Is something the matter? You look particularly sad today.
Don't you remember what day it is? Today is the 10th anniversary of the Great Fire. It should be my son standing here today and talking to you, not me.
I am so sorry, Sam. Truly, we all lost so much that day.
Friends, family, and the most heroic bear the world has ever seen.
Wouldn't be so much of a loss if you'd have let me cook him.
Rude.
Well, if you need anything, you can count on me. You know that.
Thank you, Eliza. I'll make sure to fill out the right forms this time.
You sure I can't cook that bear? It's been 10 years already.
It would be
You know,
gross now.
aged meat is on the rise. I'll even give you a 5% cut of the profits.
No.
Fine, 10%.
No.
30%.
That's gross.
I am glad to see the motel up and running. Although I still think you should have opened a fine dining establishment. It would be a great opportunity
to steal customers from Mike's and put him out of business, right? I told you before, I'm telling you again. Keep me out of your squabbles with Mike.
Well, you cannot blame a girl for trying.
Cocktail ice, is that what that says?
You never told me who you plan to vote for.
Well, there's always room for improvement, as they say. Perhaps it's time for a change in leadership.
Oh no, not you too.
Relax, Elijah. I was joking. Although, if someone put up a sign for the motel on the highway...
Well, that sounds simple enough, but I would have done it without the blackmail.
One can never be too careful with you, Eliza.
I must be going. I have a lot of campaigning to do.
Well, don't leave without a souvenir. Here, take some of our complimentary matches.
Why would I?
Because they're free.
Excellent point.
Yes. That's a picture of a...
Eliza, if you don't mind me saying, you look like you slept poorly.
Well, I had some bizarre dreams. But I am quite certain that the coffin my offspring replaced my bed with is to blame.
I had a strange dream myself.
What about?
A goose flew from its nest after nuzzling with its mate and soared through the skies. Then suddenly, the sky clouded. Lightning struck the bird, and it fell like a stone, spiraling until it crashed onto a newborn tree.
Oh, that is strange, indeed. But it was only a dream, Sam. You should not give it too much thought.
Yeah, foreshadowing. There's a picture of a little kid with her ball, I guess. Cocktail ice, huh? But they're... I don't understand. Wait, did I get matches? Yes, I did. You won't go that way, do you?
Who goes there?
Relax, Benjamin. It is I, Eliza Barrett, your mayor.
My house is off limits.
Sure thing, Benjamin. Sure thing.
Oh, that's his house that way. Okay. Why aren't you at your house? I don't get it. Does even anybody come for gas? Or... I don't know. Because you can't even check out. Oh well. You're not going to Mike's Diner. That place is gross. But we're gonna combine these
By John
two.
Tyler's receding hairline. What are you doing? If you want to light fireworks, do so outside my pockets.
Oh, come on.
I am sure the statue will be unaffected by this small explosion. But it should cause enough commotion to distract Amos for a while.
Are you sure? You put it up its rear end. You wonder where Betty gets her,
What's going on? What was that noise?
No. That's what happened to the statue.
Oh my god! This can't be happening!
Mom did it.
Is Amos gonna give my guitar back?
Highly unlikely.
Oh, one fewer vote for Barrett. Look at that. Did you want something?
I will be on my way now.
Have a good night, Miss Mayor.
He might need a while. After all, he was deeply attached to that piece of rock.
Why, he's crying like a baby. We're gonna get that guitar out of there.
Well, I finally managed to retrieve this accursed guitar. Mr. Huckleberry had better be grateful. Oh, good evening. I believe the sheriff is indisposed at the moment, but he should be with you in an hour or two.
Not so fast, Ms. Mayor. I'm not here for the sheriff. I'm here to make sure you don't get away with what you've done.
I have no idea who you are or what you are talking about, but I am far too busy for this. Now, if you will excuse me, Ms.
Hart, yes, Ms. Hart. I'm the new mayor of Corona. And I am more than willing to tell the sheriff who really blew up that statue.
Ms. Hart, I believe we got off on the wrong foot. Let us start anew. I cannot help but feel I know you from somewhere. What did you say your name was?
Oh, I already told you everything you need to know. If there's anything else, I'm sure someone as brilliant as you can figure it out.
It would save some precious time if you just told me.
You'll have all the time in the world to figure it out. Once I kick your ass in the election, that is.
Is that how you want to play it? By the time I am done with you, watering Chuck will be the only job you will ever get.
Chuck? The plant?
The one and only. How did you know I was here?
Oh, that was easy. All I had to do was follow the trail of pain and suffering you leave in your wake.
I do not leave a...
Is that Betty?
Point proven. Did you blow up that statue just to get your hands on that piece of evidence?
This is not evidence, Miss Hart. It is called a guitar. Now, you will
Looks
stop
like Betty.
making wild accusations, or I will beat you senseless with it. Up to you. Would you care to explain why Corona's mayor is
Sounds
wasting
like
her
Betty.
valuable time in my town?
Looks a
You'd
bit like
better
Betty.
get used to seeing my face around here. Because I'm running against you for mayor of this hellhole.
Well then, in the spirit of democracy, may the best candidate win, Ms. Hart.
Oh, thank you, Ms. Mayor. I will.
Of course you will, by a landslide even. And you will go on to win the next election too.
Of course I will, and then
Will advance in your career, becoming one of the most respected and important women in American history.
yes, that's exactly.
And then, once you have risen to heretofore unknown heights of success and influence, you will open your eyes and realize it has all been a dream. Wait, Corona's elections were just last month. How can you be running for mayor here?
Oh, I didn't resign, if that's what you're asking. I plan to be in charge of both towns.
You cannot be mayor of 2 towns at once.
Oh, but I can. See, I recently passed this little piece of legislation that allows the mayor of Corona to take on additional responsibilities in the county without giving up their position. Convenient, is it not?
Still, you will never win an election in this town. The people adore me.
Ha! Certainly not me!
See, the people are ready for a change.
Ha! Change! I'd still rather vote for Eliza than for you, sweetheart.
What was it you were saying, Ms. Hart? Will you be staying here long? If so, I know a place for you to lay your head.
Silencing me will get you nowhere, Ms. Barrett.
No, you paranoid goose. There are lovely rooms available at...
You can't lock me in one of your jail cells and expect that to shut me up. Your dictatorship ends here, Ms. Barrett. You might imprison me, but you won't win.
What the hell?
Go ahead, lock me up and throw away the key. Do your worst, but I will not be silenced. No matter what you do to me, I will rise above it and free this town from your tyranny.
Are you finished yet?
No, but you will be after this very public disturbance. Nothing like a little defiance to weaken the enemy's authority after all.
Since you are the new mayor of Corona, you could lift the ban Mr. Wiggins imposed on my offspring.
Why would I do that? A permanent ban for the biohazard incident seems perfectly reasonable to me.
To be fair, while my offspring may have brought that radioactive iguana to your town, it being explosive was entirely Michael's fault.
I don't care. Your daughter is a menace. I want her as far away from me, Corona, as possible.
I will not argue with that. But are the wanted dead or alive posters really necessary?
Yes!
We should talk about the former residents of that raised orphanage.
Oh, so now you care about child welfare.
I'm
Those
feeling
children need a
alright.
home,
How are you
and
feeling?
you are partly responsible for solving the problem.
Well, I'm sure we can resolve this in no time at all. Let's set a date and work together.
No, that has to be
You
Betty.
can't say it either, huh?
I suppose the children are comfortable enough for now. We can table this for the time being.
That's good. I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better.
How did you manage to get Mr. Wiggins to cede the position of mayor?
Oh, he was only too happy to appoint me mayor and enjoy his well-earned retirement.
He would not have given up his chair even if it were in flames. What did you do?
You might enjoy this, actually. Did you ever hear about Operation Altar Boy?
What politician worth her salt has not? But why? Oh no, you did not.
Oh, but I did.
And did you?
Yes, twice actually.
Andดhe see the...
Oh, he certainly did.
I don't want to know.
Pardon me. Where were we again? Well, let me just say, I do not envy you.
Oh, but you will. Especially once I make your town part of Corona. And force you to scrub the bathrooms with a toothbrush.
Thank you for the insight, Ms. Hart. Now I know what to do with you once you lose. On second thought, I tire of this conversation. Why do you not go back to Corona and admire my work from afar? Who knows, you may even learn something.
What is there left to learn? I've already studied everything there is to know about you. Every radio speech, every TV appearance, every article and book you've written. I've seen it all.
Oh, I see what is going on here. Oh my, why didn't you say so sooner? To my most special admirer, Ms. Hart, thank you for your support in the upcoming election. There, let it not be said that Eliza Barrett cannot recognize a fan when she sees one. Now, off you go. I have much left to do tonight.
Oh my. Surfboard. He's still boo-hoo crying. Feel bad for the all Michael's fault. They ate bad food. No, they ate Michael's bad food. Alright. So we got all we're doing with her is securing people. Wait. Oh no, we gotta go this way.
The Hangar 84 expansion blueprint. I love the words top secret. Knowing things that others do not is so satisfying.
This is Natasha Pete.
Before I hand this to you, you must promise to keep it safe. It is for your eyes only. Do not mention anything in your article that could betray military secrets.
Don't worry. Nothing I'll do with that information will damage my country in any way.
Because she's Russia. She's a Soviet Russian
Wonderful.
spy.
Now, if you would not mind. Pleasure doing business with... Wait, where is the tape?
You asked for the recorder and you had it. As for the tape, Well, you strike me as a resourceful woman. I'm sure you'll manage.
Wait, you had another one this whole time?
A reporter is always ready for any situation, Miss Barrett.
Yes, no. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Too bad I can't record you. I mean... Now we give the guy recording and his...
How's the recording coming along?
Actually, I think we are good to go.
My baby! Out of sight! Can we start recording now?
Let us get this over with.
What are you doing?
Now, Mr. Huckleberry, I have upheld my end of the deal. I expect you will do the same.
Not so fast. You gotta send it to Crooked Deal Records. They'll do the rest.
Crooked Deal Records.
Excuse me? Why do I have to do that?
Crooked Deal.
Cause it was your idea to put Amos in charge of the mail?
Fair enough.
Just mail it yourself.
Amos?
Can it wait?
No. I need you to fulfill your duties as a mail carrier. Send this to Crooked Deal Records. It is urgent.
Can I finish crying first?
Fine.
If you must. But I made a campaign promise to send this out today, so cry quickly, please.
All right.
Try and speed run. Poor guy. She's just like so heartless.
All things considered, today has been a good day for the Barrett administration. Time to head home and get some well-deserved rest.
Is it? Later that night.
Well, well, well. My offspring trying to sneak home after staying out too late. What a surprise.
Stop calling me that, would you?
If you think you can wiggle your way out of this by changing the subject, think again. Now, what weak excuse do you have to offer me this time?
I was at the school library, studying for finals. How about a little praise for once, huh?
There are no final exams in the middle of summer.
I, was obviously studying for next year's finals, duh. Ugh, come on, Mom, I'm an adult. Let me do what I want.
As long as you live under my roof, you will abide by my rules.
Why don't you want me to be happy?
It is not my job to raise you happy. It is my job to raise you right.
Everyone else does what they want. Why can't I?
If everyone else decided to jump off a cliff, would you jump too?
I mean, like, everyone?
No. The answer you are looking for is no.
God, you are freaking insufferable!
How dare you speak to me that way?
Wait, what the hell was that?
Enough. Mary Elizabeth Anderson, go to your room now!
Thank you for the hydrate.
I hate you!
Dang.
Nothing ever seems to get through that thick skull of hers.
Neither do yours. Where she gets it from.
Hello, John. Mr. President. Hello, sir. What can I do for you? We have a situation in the Southwest, son. Are you familiar with a town called... in New Mexico? Yes, I know it quite well. I need you to go down there. Tonight. One of our birds just went dark after a mid-air collision.
Okay.
Usually that wouldn't be an emergency, but there was an A-bomb aboard.
Oh no.
And if they crashed into what we think they did, things could get complicated. First, you'll need to recover our cargo. Next, find what hit our boys and bring it into our custody. Understood, sir. To ensure there's no chance of this getting out, you'll be launching Project Tranquility once you arrive at the target location. Project Tranquility? The last I heard, that project was still under development. Wexler and McGill assured me everything is ready to be tested. Anyway, you'll get a full briefing when you arrive at the target location. With all due respect, sir, I don't feel comfortable field testing that equipment on our own people. John, the state of the nation demands gentle handling, and this would cause one hell of an uproar. Whether you want to believe it or not, Project Tranquility's our best option. Besides, testing this now could prevent armed conflict in the future. Understood. If I may, sir, the energy requirements of Project Tranquility are extremely high. How do you suggest we address that, sir? We're in luck, General. The construction of the Mammoth Butte Dam was completed just a few weeks ago. It is scheduled to become the primary source of electricity for the area next year. But it's already fully operational. Now, this mission is of the utmost secrecy. You'll be going dark. I won't be able to contact you once you're in the field, so plan accordingly. Yes, sir. Well, you have your orders, General. I look forward to your report when you return. God damn it.
Doing good, Mercy. How you doing? Been a minute.
Attention all personnel. Prepare to mobilize immediately. Move, move, move!
Good. Alright. Secret plans of soldiers and sinners. We're still playing mom, huh?
This couch will be the death of me. Nevertheless, I would rather die than give my offspring the satisfaction of seeing me sleep in that coffin. Amos, what are you doing here? What has my offspring done now?
It's not about Betty this time, Eliza. It's Lincoln.
If you are here to tell me he has a good reason for not coming back last night...
I am.
No.
No.
There was a plane crash last night.
That is fine. He is fine. Nod your head, Amos. Agree with me.
Eliza.
I must go to him. Is he in the hospital? Is he conscious? Answer me, goddammit.
He's at the airfield, but we can't get in there right now.
What the hell are you talking about?
They're on lockdown until they figure out what the hell happened last night.
We need to start making calls immediately. Get the sheriff on the phone.
I'm the sheriff.
The marshal, then. Or the Marines.
Oh my gosh.
No, call the Coast Guard. They always know what to do in these situations.
Okay, listen to me for just a second, Eliza. Come with me now, and I'll drive you to Lincoln when we're done. Maybe the lockdown will be over by then.
Or maybe Benjamin's militia could...
Eliza! Focus!
Alright, just a minute, guys. Now, let's see.
If we leave, who will keep an eye on those chinchillas of yours?
This is way more important than that, Eliza.
Oh, you really are serious. We should go immediately then.
Great! I promise you won't regret it once you see what's going on.
Let's see what's going on then.
This was a mistake. I should not have let you drag me here. What if Lincoln...
Eliza, like I already told you, there's nothing you can do for him right now. But you need to see this. I think it's related to his accident.
Or is it merely a coincidence?
I don't believe in coincidences. And I know you don't either.
Oh, all right.
They arrived yesterday, right after the accident. And they built this whole base in less than 12 hours. Eliza, something seriously strange is going on.
You bet there is something strange going on. I do not remember approving that building permit. And more importantly, I do not recall receiving any payment for that building permit.
Oh my God.
Who else knows about this?
No one in town knows anything, and the governor won't take my calls.
Can you blame him? The last few times you called him, you babbled about chipmunk gangs like a lunatic.
Can we focus on the important thing here? What the hell should we do about this?
Have you tried talking with the people here?
Of course I did. But they always give me the same answer. Look.
Stop right there.
See?
Well, we did everything we could. Now I suggest we...
Eliza!
Fine, but let me handle this, okay?
God, this is the highlight of my day.
All right. You're right. Let's see. I get really here. They're still in this chapter.
Amos, this is stupid. Let us just leave already.
Leave? Can't believe what I'm hearing. The Eliza I know would never give up so easily. Maybe I should reconsider my options for the next election.
Fine. I will speak with the soldier.
Do not touch that, ma'am. What the hell is your problem? Can't you see I'm on break? Stop doing that! I'm warning you. I hate killing before breakfast, but I'll do what I have to do. Okay, that does it. Who do I have to kill to finish my meatballs in peace?
You had better watch your tone, Private. I am Mayor Eliza Barrett.
Congratulations on your success, ma'am. But you could be the Queen of England for all I care.
I can make your life a living hell much more easily than the Queen of England can. Now, I suggest you let me speak to whoever is in charge of this operation.
That's not gonna happen. The General...
I see you are of a determined nature. I am quite determined myself. Are you aware of my 85-point plan for community-based economic restructuring?
What?
Oh, you are not? Allow me to elaborate then. I intend to amend the zoning regulations by Resolutions 1104-1943 RT, as related to approved uses in Commercial Zone C4 to C252.5. This means we need to cross-reference Statute A11B.5.
I don't understand what she's
the
saying.
use of non-indigenous building materials. And if you like number 34, just wait until you hear about number 35. It is very complicated, but...
Oh! Just stop, please! You're gonna drive me insane!
Are you sure? 35 is quite interesting. It details financial legislation affecting rodents, raccoons, and other...
Ma'am, the General is not here, and I don't know when he'll be back.
Why did you not tell me that 6 hours ago?
Believe me, I tried. You wouldn't stop talking.
This is reprehensible. Do you have any idea what is happening to... No, you would not care, would you? All you care about is following orders. You have made a powerful enemy today, Private. I will go back to my office, grab my book, and by the time I am done, not even your grandmother will...
Eliza! Please excuse her. It's a very stressful time. She's concerned about losing a voter this close to the election. Come on, let's go. There's nothing more we can do here.
Did you flip him off? I don't know what you're doing. Can't tell if you're flipping him off or pointing at him.
Look,
it starts in about
hate
5
to
minutes,
suggest
guys.
this, but remember my brother-in-law, the one in the FBI? He's a pain in the neck, but maybe he can dig around and find some info for us. I'll call him when I get back to the station.
We will go back later, Amos. I need to ensure Lincoln is all right first. I cannot wait any longer.
Go make sure her boyfriend's all right.
Who the hell do those guards think they are to speak to me like that?
They were pretty polite, all things considered.
There is nothing polite about keeping someone away from the person they are close to.
Look, I know it's scary, but there's not much you can do for Lincoln until he comes out of the coma. Why don't you go back to work? I'm sure the campaign needs your attention.
You know, Amos, you might be right. Work is just what I need to keep my mind off this predicament.
Great, but please don't go just yet. I need moral support for this phone call.
Oh, very well. I suppose I owe you for driving me to the airfield.
You've reached the best agent the FBI has to offer. What can I do for you tonight?
Hey, Jack, it's Amos.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell.
Amos Coltrane, your brother-in-law? Come on, Jack, you know I wouldn't call if it wasn't important.
I hope this isn't about my sister again, socio.
No, that's not why I'm calling. We have a situation.
Listen, Amos, it's late, and I don't want you to think I don't care about you or your problems. But I don't. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna...
Will you listen to me for once in your life, goddammit? Something really serious is going down here. You have to help us.
Get it through your thick skull. Unless it's for a federal crime, it's not my problem. Is this about the federal crime?
No, but the military...
Always a pleasure, Amos. Take care of yourself. Adios.
You said it was a federal crime, dummy.
Are you all right, Amos?
Damn showboating prick. Yes, I'm fine. I don't know what else I expected, but he's not going to help unless it's a federal crime.
A federal crime, you say? I wonder what my offspring is doing tonight.
Eliza, what are you scheming about?
Oh, never you mind. Just keeping myself occupied, as you said. I shall consider potential solutions to our problem, but I must get to work. I will see you later, Amos. With all that has happened today, I nearly forgot to go to the church and check up on Father Jenkins.
Right, so we're gonna have to go to the church now. Not doing dealing with the weeping. Where?
Can I help you, ma'am?
Who are you? And where is Father Jenkins?
The name's Jack Riley. And Father Jenkins is off on a well-earned vacation.
Where did you put him?
What? Why was I not informed?
You know how long it takes news to get here from Rome.
Something smells rotten here.
Sexy, isn't it? I'm trying this new French perfume, Eau du Cham.
Enough.
Eau du Cham.
You are barely credible as a man, let alone a priest. But you know what? I will have Amos sort this out. It is not worth my time.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Which one? I mean, not which
Now,
one.
that is a
what
much
part?
faster way of confirming my suspicions. Where is Father Jenkins, you fraudulent fiend?
Look, the father's getting ready for a one-way trip to paradise. He might even live long enough to unpack his suitcase, provided you cooperate. Your call, lady.
Oh, this is outrageous. Fine.
Wow.
What do you want from me?
Buckle up, sweet cheeks, because we're gonna rob the First National Bank.
Oh, wow. She helps rob the
What?
bank.
Are you out of your mind?
Perhaps. Now listen. I have it on good authority that the bank's got a literal fortune hidden in the vault. Over $500,000 in cash. Oh, and the recipe for something called
God.
special
No,
sauce.
no, not a
Name on
SpongeBob
that
reps.
account is Michael Walker.
Why did you not tell me that first? You did not need the subterfuge. I would have signed up in a heartbeat.
Who cares? The point is, $500,000 is just sitting there, waiting to be snatched
SpongeBob
up.
reference? Why?
Just focus on doing a clean job. You'll get your cut, don't worry.
Fine, but what about Jenkins?
After I reach my safe house, I'll send you a telegram with his location. You can go get him yourself.
All right. So much more this chapter. I don't want it to do. What? Hmm. Yeah. Mhm. Oh no. One window. Monkey Island. Maybe it's. Alright. Hopefully we're all back now.
Is there anything we need to get before the operation?
Well, we're gonna need disguises, of course. I also need you to speak with a buddy of mine, name of Harrelson. He's an expert safecracker. Then we gotta find someone who can disable the alarm for us and...
Slow down. It sounds like you are placing a lot of trust in me. And by trust, I mean making me do all your dirty work.
What part of being blackmailed do you not understand, lady? You don't get to choose the terms. You just get to carry him out.
Then I should begin immediately. The sooner I start, the sooner this will be over.
Not so fast. There's one more thing. You gotta make sure the park is empty. No potential witnesses.
And just how do you expect me to accomplish all that?
If you are really as smart as you seem to think you are, you'll find a way.
About the heist. Is there any—
Well, you gotta—
What sort of disguises did you have in mind?
I don't care. As long as we can move in them and they hide our identities, they're fine.
What a helpful suggestion. Thank you. Anyway, we will have to wait until the costume shop opens in the morning.
Are you kidding? We're going in tonight. Find a way to get those costumes this evening. I don't care what you have to do. Is that clear?
Yes, unfortunately. Who is this Harrelson, and how can we find him?
Harrelson's a friend. We're in the same general line of work. Now, we didn't come here together, which must mean he's here to do a job. That's gonna be his first and only priority. So your job is to convince him to take this side gig.
Why can you not just ask him yourself?
Are you kidding? One stranger in a town this size is unusual enough, let alone two. I feel a lot safer hiding in here. I draw less attention that way. Plus, there's a bunch of free booze in the basement.
Well, how am I supposed to even find him?
I've been in here all day, but I saw him having a coffee at the diner this morning. I guess you could try there. Might be hard to talk him into this, though.
Convincing people to do things is my greatest talent. I bet you will even learn a thing or two from me.
Yeah? You're gonna learn to shut up, or do you have more questions?
Wow.
How do you expect me to disable the alarm?
That's your problem, honey. But you must know everyone in town. I'm sure you'll find someone to help you.
And if I don't?
Father Jenkins bites it.
I can hardly ban tax-paying residents from public spaces. What do you suggest I tell them?
You're the politician. Make some empty promises or threats. As long as no one's there to see the heist go down, I don't care what you do.
We should talk about this later.
All right.
When you decided to go after Michael Strongbox and come to this town, were you not worried about our sheriff? Amos is a legendary lawman.
Yeah, legendary for being gullible. I mean, the guy believes in the Sasquatch. How could anyone take him seriously? What a joke. Anyway, I've been sending him anonymous reports of weird creatures and mysterious entities for months. I bet he's been pretty distracted lately, hasn't he?
So it was you! You are the one filling his head with it.
Mobster woodchucks? What? No, I just planted fake Sasquatch footprints around the lake. What the hell is a mobster woodchuck?
Since money is clearly what you are after, perhaps you would be willing to consider a different arrangement.
Maybe. What are you offering?
I offer to pay you directly for his rescue, in full, over a series of budget-friendly monthly installments. Let us say at the rate of $10 a month?
Under those conditions, I can't guarantee you'll get him back in one piece. It's money now, or Father Jenkins never.
Damn. You would be surprised how often that works. I would like to know more about you, Mr. Riley.
All you need to know right now is how to prepare for the heist. If you do a good job, maybe I'll consider answering more questions.
That will be all, Mr. Riley. I must go.
Wait, before you leave, I have to give you the password.
Password? What password?
You know, a secret code so Harrelson knows who's sending you.
Oh, that kind of password. Well, what is it?
One that you'll easily remember. I'd like to rent a room with cheese, please. What? A password's a password, and at least you won't forget it.
You might.
Now, get moving. You've got a job to do. And remember, not one word to the fuzz.
I will hold up my end of the bargain, never doubt that. And, Mr. Riley, if anything happens to Father Jenkins, you had better pray to whatever god you believe in. Because nothing in this world or the next will spare you from the wrath of Eliza Barrett. Pride, Adverse, 5 out of...
So yeah, he was not...
I cannot believe I have to save Jenkins' hide again. Focus, Eliza. Picking up 3 costumes and getting Mr. Riley's friend to help us should not be a problem. Then, we have to remove any potential witnesses from the park. That part might prove tricky. And I have no clue how to disable the alarm at the bank. Well, it is going to be a long night. Better get to it.
Yeah, better get on it. Alright, so we have what we need to do. That guy's missing. Where he went.
As mayor, you might assume, but sticking my hand through some...
Oh.
You must be Mr. Harrelson. We have business to discuss.
2 questions, lady. 1, how the hell do you know my name? 2, what could you and I possibly have to talk about?
I suppose I have the same answer for both questions. We have a mutual friend. One Jack Riley, to be precise.
Uh-huh. So what's the password, then?
Mary had a little lamb, but she got hungry and made kebabs.
Good for Mary, but that ain't what I'm looking for. Get lost.
Marlene Dietrich stole some sheep because she couldn't fall asleep.
I couldn't give a crap how that woman is sleeping. Now leave me alone.
Johnny Gargano is the bee's knees.
And if I was watching the door at a speakeasy, that would mean something. Out of my sight.
The rain was long ago, but the desert does not forget.
What am I, a weatherman? Get lost.
I'd like to rent a room with cheese, please.
We have rooms to spare, but no cheese. I can't believe Jack Riley's actually here. Hadn't heard a peep from him since I got out of the joint. What's he cooking up this time?
Let us say he is planning to make an unauthorized withdrawal at the bank.
Huh, what for? There can't be any money in this one-horse town. Besides, I got a job already.
You expect me to believe a thug like you does not wish to make some extra cash?
I prefer the term professional problem solver. And you can't possibly pay me more than I stand to make from my other job. But maybe if you did something for me first, I'd feel a little more helpful.
What sort of help did you have in mind?
I've been hired to bring down a certain rhino.
Oh.
I need an M1 Garand rifle for the job, and I ain't got one. You help me with that, and I'll give you and Jack a hand.
You seem to be better suited to procuring illegal munitions than myself. Why ask me?
3 reasons. 1, I don't feel like walking. 2, your dumbass sheriff is already suspicious of me. 3, it always helps to have an extra set of fingerprints on a stolen gun.
Well, Amos has confiscated a large number of hunting rifles. I could check at the police station.
No, if the sheriff sees one of those is missing, he'll suspect something. No cops, is that clear?
Crystal. But where else am I supposed to find your firearm?
I guess you'll have to track down the Desert Viper and make a deal. That should fix all of your weapons-related problems.
Reference taking.
Oh, the full throttle?
What sort of help did you have in mind?
I need an M1 Garand right. You help me with that.
So, you are a member of a biker gang. That is a lovely ride you have there, by the way.
We call it a motor club, but yeah. And thanks. Got this beauty from someone in another club.
I was not expecting biker rivalries to be so civil.
It wasn't a gift, lady. More like an involuntary surrender of assets.
Ah, that sounds more like it. Ever thought about leaving the club?
Nah, they're my family, and you never abandon your family.
I mean, not without a good reason. Your loyalty is admirable, regardless.
Our motto has always been, the only way out is in a body bag.
If you think about it, that is true for everybody. Tell me more about your motor club.
They call us the bloodthirsty turtles of furious death.
Bloodthirsty turtles?
Do you mean that pathetic group of trumped-up bicyclists who got chased off Hawaii by a rival gang?
Yeah, that's us. How the hell did you know that?
Oh, let's just say that I spent some time in Hawaii when I was younger. When did you join this motor club of yours?
When I drew my first breath. I was born in the sidecar of my dad's motorcycle while he was trying to outrun the fuzz.
I absolutely want more details.
It all starts with how my parents met. He walks in, she looks up, their eyes meet, he loses his breath.
Oh, that is very nice and normal, I suppose.
See, my dad was running from the cops when he ducked into a bookstore to hide. My mom was shopping there. She took one look at this big, sweaty biker covered in tattoos and breathing hard, and her water broke from sheer terror. We tend to have that effect on people.
Wow. Oh, that actually is interesting.
Now, Dad may have been a bit of a crook, but he wasn't a bad guy. He grabbed my terrified mother in one arm and the store's cash box in the other, threw them both into a sidecar and hit the road. They were en route to the hospital when Dad swerved to avoid a kid on a bicycle. We hit a wall. Dad and I were okay, but the cash box hit Mom in the head and, well, now that I'm thinking about it, that might be why my first word was ka-ching. That was the first time I ended up in the clink. When they released us, Dad didn't know what to do with me, so he brought me back to the club. The guys all decided to raise me together, kind of like their little mascot. Well, that's the story. You might say I was born to ride.
I must drop by next time I am in Chicago. I would love to see all the mugshots in your family album.
Hey, you laugh, but I looked adorable in those tiny handcuffs.
It must have been hard growing up without a mother.
Kinda. Dad wasn't around much, so I had to do a lot of stuff for myself. Cook, clean, pay the bills, change my diapers.
What the heck?
I wish my offspring were that self-sufficient. I coddle her too much.
Yeah, right. No offense, but you don't really seem like the nurturing type.
Excuse me? Listen carefully, you sad excuse for a petty criminal. I am an amazing parent.
Here you are.
I defy you to find even one other mother in this country who did a better job than I...
That was Betty.
That was a good one! Whew, these fumes are making me dizzy. Oh, hi, Miss Dixon!
Yeah, you're obviously Mother of the Year.
Have you had many encounters with your rivals?
Hell's Summer Associates? Not since the incident.
By incident, you mean how you were run off the big island with your tails between your legs?
As I said, the incident, yeah.
I am surprised that you never sought revenge. From what I have heard, your rivalry was very intense.
That was back when my old man was in charge. By the time I took over, we'd already relocated to Chicago and forgotten the old grudges.
I completely understand. I would not want my ass handed to me twice either.
Maybe. Just between you and me, though. I don't think any of the old-timers want to open that beef back up. They're all scared of the Hell Summer Associates leader.
Sometimes it is wise to be afraid.
Apparently it's a woman, and she goes by the Alligator.
Do you mean the litigator?
Yeah, how'd you know? Holy crap, are you?
I am sure I do not know what you are talking about. And I would not mention that person again if I were you.
Oh, sure. Not gonna argue with you about that one.
This is the litigator.
The legend herself.
Wow, she's a biker.
I do not need any more information about your unwholesome existence.
Wow, she's a biker.
Out of curiosity, how did you and Riley meet?
We spent some time together in California.
Really? Where? Alcatraz? San Quentin?
Chino, actually. We were new meat at the same time. Without Riley, I would have never made it out. You know how jail is. Stabbings, shakedowns, and people stealing your dessert in the cafeteria. I mean, real crazy stuff.
I am surprised that Mr. Riley proved himself to be so trustworthy.
Riley may be a scumbag, but he needed me as much as I needed him. I don't know if I can trust him the same way now that we're out of the joint.
Oh, yeah.
But I still trust him more than
himself.
most people.
Why exactly were you imprisoned?
I was brought in on charges of murder, armed robbery, counterfeiting, and third-degree puppy punting.
Quite the
What?
record you have.
Puppy punting?
Care to tell me more about the counterfeiting?
That takes me back. It was one of my first jobs. It was a laundromat up front and a counterfeiting operation in the back. I ran security, and let me tell you, that was the life. Easy money, more than I could spend.
Until
Until they got cocky and started printing bigger denominations. Turns out, when somebody gets a $40 bill, they tend to call the cops.
Oops. I should have expected armed robbery to be in your repertoire. How did that get you locked up?
My gang and I were running wild, leaving a trail of smoke and roadkill in our wake. Good times. We got thirsty, so we stopped for beers in some little town. Well, a few too many beers later, we got it into our heads to rob a bank.
There seems to be a lot of that happening lately. Well, I assume that you were not successful. What happened?
Yeah, it turns out there is such a thing as too many beers. We were so ripped, we didn't even notice that the bank we were robbing was a blood bank.
A blood bank?
A bit less lucrative than you might have wished, I imagine.
You know, we probably would have gotten away with it if my crew wasn't scared of blood. When I ran out of the building holding those big bags, they all passed out.
Tough guys indeed.
That one landed us in the pen for a few years, but it was worth it. Great team building exercise, being locked up together. Really helped us improve productivity last quarter.
What can you tell me about your murder charge?
The funny thing about that is, I went down for a kill I wasn't even responsible for.
Then how are you walking around freely? From what I understand, murder convictions frequently result in the death penalty.
Yeah.
My boss, Mr. Abruzzi, was very invested in my success, and he's got deep pockets. He made a few calls, paid a few visits, and suddenly, the prosecution didn't have sufficient evidence to convict me. Hell, they didn't even have a prosecutor to begin with.
How very convenient. Animal cruelty. Could you sink any lower?
It's not what you think. I was framed by the Chicago Canine Unit. Those bastards busted into my place, beat me to a pulp, and peed all over the carpet. And then, to add insult to injury, they chewed up my best shoes.
So, a canine unit.
But how could that land you in prison?
Peed on your...
They planted a bunch of cocaine in my apartment, and then told the court that I was the one who beat them up. They even showed up to the trial with half their limbs in casts. They look so cute. No jury would have believed my side of the story.
Dirty police dogs. I could never have imagined.
Yeah, dirty
Enough about
police
crime.
dogs. Okay.
So, you came to the middle of the American desert to hunt rhinos,
Not
did you?
rhinos.
Goddamn right
Rhino
I did.
Co.
Why do you care?
Because I imagine it would be quite a difficult task, considering there are no wild rhinoceroses here. Or anywhere on the continent, for that matter.
Believe me, my information is good. The rhino is here.
What exactly did this rhino do to deserve such a fate?
This little rhino has a loyalty problem, and he landed a former associate in the zoo.
What if I offer to keep an eye on this rhino for you? I will carefully monitor all his activity, ensure he is behaving himself, and contact you should your services be needed after all. Would that suffice?
That's bad business. I'm a man of word, and when I take a job, I don't stop until that job is done. The only way I'd quit is if someone killed me. You willing to do that to save one rhino?
That is for me to know and for you to find out. Where can I find this desert viper you mentioned?
The hell should I know? Do I look like a herpetologist?
This is no time for wordplay, Mr. Harrelson. Tell me what you know.
The Desert Viper is the toughest, meanest, scariest arms dealer on this side of the border.
You mean to tell me I have had an illegal arms dealing operation running under my nose this entire time?
I don't know how to answer that exactly. How long have you lived here?
Almost all my life.
Then yeah.
I must know who this fiend is. Tell me who they are, now.
It's not like we've ever met in person. I just know that the Viper's base of operations is somewhere in this town.
I must get to the bottom of this Desert Viper nonsense as soon as I can, if for no other reason than to ascertain how much they owe me in back taxes. We will speak later, Mr. Harrelson.
Sure thing. I ain't going nowhere.
So, Sage, how far did you get in your, that game, by the way? Alright, gotta get out of here. What do I need? Yeah, just put it on the ground. That's good. Yeah, we want to go over here. I already know who the Viper is. Kinda, what's obvious.
Rattling the shutters is very noisy. I would rather let Lorraine sleep.
Ah, okay. I know who it is, but we have to do this in order. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I did to get her to give up the pencil.
This has Mayor Barrett written all over it, if you ask me.
I fail to see how a plane crash is the mayor's fault.
Oh, really? Ask yourself then. Was there ever a downed plane cluttering up downtown before the Barrett administration?
You seem quite invested in damaging Mayor Barrett's public
I
image.
think the grandmother has to be...
Continue.
Don't you find it suspicious that the statue of beloved hero Pat Garrett suddenly exploded? And not a minute later, what do I see that woman doing? Stealing evidence right out of the police station. That's a felony last I checked.
I hardly think all these terrible things can be pinned on the mayor.
Oh, really? Been by the church lately? Where's Father Jenkins? Nobody knows.
What are you doing,
She
Betty?
replaced him without even telling anyone. If you ask me, she committed foul play and hid his body in the lake.
Bozha, keep going, don't stop.
Do you know she's allowing people to keep cougars as pets? If it escaped, it could eat someone, probably a child.
Betty, what is wrong with
Worry
you?
about cougars so much. They can barely hold an assault rifle, let alone ride a unicycle. Bears, on the other hand.
The bear's
Not
stuffed.
to mention, she keeps trying to bring down small business owners, like Mike.
Despicable. The Walker family's legacy of meatball excellence must be protected at all costs.
And let me tell you the biggest secret about...
Such a lovely evening, is it not, Miss Hart?
Well, hello there, Mayor Barrett. Long time no see.
Thank you for seeing my stream, calling me the other day. Have a great night. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming in.
Have I wronged you somehow? Otherwise, I do not understand why you are mounting such a savage campaign against me.
Wronged me. You are such a... Really? You don't understand? I'm your opponent. And any strategist worth their salt knows that the first move in war is to weaken the opposition.
By that statement, I can tell you have a military background.
I was raised in a military household, yes. My father is a high-ranking officer. What of it?
Just trying to place you, that is all. It must have been quite difficult, growing up in such a strict environment.
You call these military corners, young lady? Having a bed is a privilege, and you're not worthy of it. Now drop and give me 50 before you make your bed the right way.
Hello? Miss Hart? Are you listening to me?
No. Why would I listen to you? And shut up. You don't know anything about me.
Do you have a problem with the way I manage my town?
You bet I do. The costs Sam will need to face to turn his life around after this incident must be astronomical, and for—
Don't bother. I've got it covered. And I don't want anyone messing it up.
But that's not all. You're leading an unjust crusade against a local business that has stood for generations.
You cannot be serious.
Oh, but I am. Michael Walker has a thriving small business and a great work ethic. And all you ever do is try to sabotage him.
Well, if you are so confident my treatment of Michael is unwarranted, we could always discuss it with him over a plate of his latest creation.
Table for two, then?
Oh, God, no. What about Max's Kamehameha, sponsored by Eliza Barrett? A disgusting display of favoritism. If it was up to me, I'd have that bar shut down lickety-split. What the hell? Was that a coconut?
Yep, and there's more where that one came from.
Perhaps now would be a good time to drop this subject. Would you not agree, Ms. Hart?
Uh-huh.
What is the purpose behind all these baseless accusations you keep spouting?
I demand to be properly compensated for all the pain and suffering you've caused me. I mean the pain and suffering that your plane crash caused in my town. Yeah, that.
Compensation? That is
I'm
preposterous.
so confused.
I am not listening to this tripe for one more second.
Well, that's your choice. I'll just have to spread the word that a vote for Barrett means endorsing aerial destruction of your town.
As if anyone in their right mind would... Oh, damn it all. Ms. Hart, I have a better idea on how to solve this quandary.
Against my better judgment, I'm listening.
While I could compensate you and your town for any damages you may have incurred from the crash, would it not be much better if you did so yourself?
In your dreams?
Ah, but that simple act would go so far in furthering yours. Just picture the headline. Mayor Hart averts major crisis. Neighboring towns forever grateful.
It would make me look good with the voters, while making you look like you don't care about your town at the same time. Deal.
Well, this was not how I pictured that going. Perhaps I should have picked a better strategy. That will be all for today.
Don't think you can just shoo me away. I'll be back with even more dirt on you. Mark my words.
Whatever you need to give your life meaning.
Ugh.
Good evening, Ms. Peterson.
Sorry, Miss Barrett, but I'm a little bit busy here.
Eliza! Ah, I was hoping to see you one more time before my bus got here. Now I can say farewell properly.
Farewell? Sam, you cannot possibly leave us for a minor setback.
Well, I wouldn't consider a giant airplane wing a minor setback exactly. Well, this is the way of things, so who am I to fight it?
But we can help you rebuild. Or we could even leave the wing stuck in the motel and make it a tourist attraction. You could charge them for admission, photos, souvenirs.
Not this time, Eliza. I've made up my mind. I'm going back to Arizona. It's past time I return to my roots. And besides, I've always wanted to help teach the young, keep the stories of my childhood alive. I'll leave business management to the new generation.
Is there truly no way I can convince you to stay?
I'm afraid not. My time in this town has come to an end.
But why leave in such a rush? Can you not wait until after the election? I could really use your vote.
That's my Eliza. You always cheer me up. I'm truly going to miss you, friend.
If there is no changing your mind, then let us at least make our final conversation one to remember. I am glad nothing happened to you last night. How did you manage that exactly?
The weirdest thing happened. I woke up in the middle of the night to something tapping on my window.
What was it?
A condor, white as snow, knocking on the glass. We stared into each other's eyes for a moment, and then it told me to follow.
A talking condor, Sam? Have you perhaps spent too much time around my offspring?
You want to hear the story or not? I followed him around until we reached a level crossing, when suddenly I heard an explosion and a loud crash. I turned around just in time to see the plane wings slice my motel in half.
It would seem that bird saved your life, Sam.
Indeed it did. I turned around to express my gratitude, but it had already left.
Yeah, he's departed all right. Snow-dusted chicken wings. Get them while they're hot.
Despite everything, you do not seem that concerned about what happened.
Oh, well, this door-to-door salesman popped in yesterday. Very persuasive. He had me sign one of his insurance packages in 5 seconds flat. Called it the "Whatever happens, we've got you covered" pack. It was for a limited time offer, ending yesterday too. And he even gave me a 50% discount because he liked my nose.
Sam, you know they always use that wording to get you to sign without thinking, right? These deals never cover anything worthwhile.
Not in this case. Here, take a look.
In the event of a military plane or piece of it falling on your property, L. Hardy's insurance will shoulder all the costs, as well as pay for any damages you may have incurred. Well, I'm amazed at their idiocy, but happy for you, Sam.
Thanks. I'm going to live quite the comfy life thanks to that idiocy.
I hope you know you will always be welcome here, Sam.
You know, Eliza, for all your obvious faults,
Faults? Me? Whatever do you mean?
where should I begin? You're greedy, arrogant, deceitful,
Well, I cannot argue with those.
bossy, overly ambitious,
Jeez, keep on.
dishonest about your feelings,
I thought you said these were faults.
megalomaniacal, vengeful, and mean.
Well, that did hurt. I certainly hope there is a but coming.
But you are a truly remarkable woman, Eliza.
Oh, hush you. What should we do with the motel?
Oh, I'm sure you have some ideas already.
You put your heart and soul into building this motel. I could not possibly choose for you. What do you think should happen?
Maybe you're right. Let me think about it. Oh, I heard about those orphans who just moved into town. A few refurbishments, a coat of paint, and this could be a great place for them to live.
Yeah.
If you've got nowhere else to put them in by the time the election rolls around.
What an excellent idea. We could even name it after you.
Nah, vanity's not my thing. Name it after Don't Touch. It's thanks to him that I'm alive today.
My offspring is going to miss you very much.
And I'll miss her deeply, especially our intellectual conversations.
You mean when you put wild ideas in her head, and then I have to deal with the backlash?
Don't touch her as a girl.
Exactly. By the way, expect to be having
Oh,
a
no,
nice
Betty, never
conversation
mind.
about spirit animals any time this week.
What animal should I be expecting her to behave like now?
A baboon. And a highly destructive one, too.
Sam!
Relax, Eliza. I'm just messing with you. I just told her it probably would be the dolphin.
Because of her curious and inventive nature?
Yes. Also because of that time I saw her swallow a mackerel whole without even blinking.
Ew.
Will you miss us?
This town will always have a special place in my heart, Eliza. And if I had one regret, it's that I leave with many unanswered questions.
Me too.
Will Amos ever catch the chipmunks? Will Ben ever see a real communist? Who is the real legal owner of the diner?
Apologies. What was that last one?
Have you seen the vermin around that place? They're so big, it makes me wonder if Mike is really the one in charge of that place.
Perhaps I should bring in an exterminator to help those roaches overthrow Michael. That should sway some stray voters to my side. Honestly, with you gone, I do not know how I will manage.
Oh, Eliza, you worry too much. I'll be fine.
Who will help me deal with my offspring now?
Oh, that's what you meant. Well, in that case, let me make a recommendation. The River of Lost Souls.
Sam, drowning her is a little dramatic, and I do not wish to get wet.
Oh, you misunderstood me, Eliza. I'm talking about the River of Lost Souls, Hot Springs Resort and Spa. They're offering a great package for overworked people like yourself. They even have a daycare to look after Betty. Because sometimes escape isn't a luxury, it's a necessity.
I appreciate the thought, but perhaps I should just hire a babysitter for her.
Have you asked Amos?
Amos is too busy with that chipmunk case.
Chipmunks? Nah, that's not...
What the heck was that?
Oh, no. Did you see that?
No.
See what?
I don't know. It was like some kind of vision.
But what did you see? From the look on your face, I would say it was not encouraging.
Never mind. It was unclear. Difficult to interpret. It's a good thing I'm leaving today.
This has been such a lovely chat, but I suppose we must say goodbye now.
Eliza, before you leave, I don't know if I should tell you this, but I've been having these dreams about you.
Sam, I am flattered, but...
Not that.
Not those
I'm
kind of
concerned
dreams.
about your future, Eliza. I feel it is a grim one. In my dream, you have lost everything. Friends, home, your daughter, And even...
Do not say the presidency. Anything but the presidency.
your life.
Do not scare me like that again, you old rascal.
Life?
Well, I won't keep you any longer, Elijah.
You would lose
Godspeed,
everything.
my friend. And may the spirits be kind to you.
Goodbye, Sam. I will
American plane. What's going on over here?
Oh man, this is gonna be awesome!
What are you two doing?
Hell yeah, it is!
What are you doing? What are you doing to your mom?
What do you think?
I don't know. It's missing something.
Oh, I know.
Nice! That's perfect!
You know, I'm especially proud of this one. Mom's gonna be so angry.
She'll know you did it right away, though.
Says who? She'll never be able to link me to this. And even if she does figure it out, so what? That old swamp witch doesn't scare me.
Betty.
Not now. I think it's still missing something. Ooh, I know. What if she was breathing fire?
Hey, Betty, you might want to quit it with the artistic expression.
I can't quit now. I just realized she needs a sombrero.
I realized
Spanish
the white
is a beautiful
hairs
language.
on the other
That is why
the
I have
and-
decided to make this giant hat my running mate. She's behind me, isn't she?
Mary Elizabeth Anderson.
Oh.
Should I even bother to ask why you are doing this?
Because I didn't expect to get caught, duh.
Unbelievable. By the time you stop being grounded, frogs will be wearing suspenders.
Ah, they would wear belts. They don't have shoulders.
Quiet. Why is it that whenever anything goes wrong around here, it's always because of you two?
Hey, it's never my idea.
Traitor. I mean, that's true, but you're still a dirty traitor, Linda.
Go wrench yourself, B.
That is quite enough. Both of you go home immediately. And you should be thankful I am not reporting you to Amos for defacement of public property.
You wouldn't do that to your own daughter.
Oh my, let's get the hell out of here before she changes her mind.
You want anything, Miss Mayor? 'Cause if you do, save it for tomorrow. It's time for my beauty sleep.
Why don't
It
you
is
go
a few
home?
years too late for that.
What was that?
I said, why sleep here and not at your own home?
Exactly.
It's my turn to watch for commies. Even in the blackest night, no commie shall escape my sight.
We have been over this, Benjamin. There are no communists here.
There ain't any commies here yet. And when they come, I'll be ready. Good night, Miss Mayor.
You're doing a lovely job of watching.
Truly the most alert of guard dogs, that one. I feel my suit looks better without bullet.
No,
You maniac! You blew it up. Damn you. God damn you to hell, offspring. Where did I go wrong? I am a good mother.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Stop right there, you commie scum!
Benjamin, for the last time, I am not a communist.
Stop right there, you gubernatorial scum!
Fine, I will leave you and your home alone.
Good. Now back to...
whatever. Alright. Oh. No, cockadoodle do nothing, sir.
Hong Kong?
Quack? Quack?
Okay, not getting anywhere with the right now.
He has made up his mind.
And do nothing here. Good, because I didn't want to even come here. I went the wrong way. I wanted to go this way.
Marco, I need you to stop by the spot tonight to receive our regalino.
Earlier than we expected.
Yes, but I still want you to be careful. We have never worked with this Tucker fellow before.
It'll be fine, boss. It's just a routine pickup.
Just keep an eye out, would you? Both for the shipment and for trouble?
Trouble, huh? Like the Syndica over there?
Yeah, although the sheriff would... Hello, Syndica. What brings you to my humble abode?
Greetings, Mr. Cooper. I must say, your definition of humble clearly differs from mine.
Oh, this? It's nothing special. Just a little reminder of the old country. But I am sure you did not come here to discuss architecture, did you?
I believe that is all I needed to discuss.
If there's nothing else, I was just talking with my partner here. Buona notte, Syndica.
Oh, please excuse me. I shall see myself out, Mr. Cooper. A good evening to you both.
Now come here and say goodnight to me.
But boss...
What, not even a little smooch?
What if someone's looking?
We're alone, boo-boo, I promise. Besides, if anyone sees, I'll take care of them. Ha!
All right.
If I had another reel of tape, I could record something better than Mr. Huckleberry's music. No need to ruin a perfectly good flyer. You never know when a free drink might be useful. Lion Estates, home to the rich and glamorous. Oh, have you never seen a manhole before? Allow me to explain. A manhole is a small covered opening in a paved area.
Welcome back, guys.
And usually leads to the sewers.
If you have business with the boss, Syndica, it'll have to wait. It's past his bedtime.
Perhaps my business is with you, Mr. DeLuca. I could use someone like you in my employ, you know.
It's nice of you to say that, but I only take orders from one person, and that's not likely to change anytime soon. Now, what is this really about?
Very well, Mr. DeLuca. Let me cut to the chase. I think it is about time we discussed what a couple of mobsters are doing in my town.
Every time. People look at us, see two sharply dressed Italian gentlemen, and immediately assume we're mobbed up. It's a stereotype, and it's offensive, and as the Sindaca, you should be the last person to say.
Please, spare me the theatrics, Mr. De Luca. Your story has more holes than a woodpecker's nest. But worry not. I am willing to turn a blind eye, so long as your business dealings do not cause problems for me. Are we clear?
Duly noted. I'm glad we never had this conversation. Is there anything else you don't want to talk about?
You strike me as someone who keeps an ear to the ground, especially for potentially threatening people.
I do, yeah.
Does the name Richard Harrelson sound familiar to you?
Richard Mad Dog Harrelson? Going for hire, sentenced to life in Chino, escaped due to a bureaucratic flub. Tall, well-built, with more scars and tattoos than you can count?
Yes.
Nah, never heard of him. By the way, how did you find out about Harrelson?
Harrelson? I have never heard of him.
Fair enough.
Have you heard of a Jack Riley?
Jack Riley, the ghost of Illinois? Bank robber, drug dealer, weapon smuggler. Loves to gossip, kind of dramatic. Smells like an old hooch bottle?
Yes, him.
Never heard of the guy. But if I had heard of him, I would probably tell you to watch your back.
By any chance, does Desert Viper ring a bell?
That depends on who's asking, why, and how much they think they know already.
Not much, actually. That is what I am trying to figure out.
Then a word to the wise. Keep your hands off the basket of apples. Snakes always strike when they're cornered. It's much better if you just let them be.
Snakes? Apples? Wait a minute. That insubordinate coffin dodger. I will be back if there is anything else I do not want to talk to you about.
Please don't hesitate not to talk to me again.
Who will inherit your boss's many business ventures when he passes?
That's a strange question. Why are you asking me that?
Let us say that I am interested in the future of this town and its assets, and in those assets remaining in said town.
It sounds like you have an idea, so spit it out already.
I suggest you name Mary Elizabeth Anderson as your heir.
Isn't that your daughter?
Her parentage is irrelevant, but her roots in this town go very deep. Would it not be a wise business decision to align yourselves with prominent members of the community?
Yeah, that's true. But from what I know, your kid's more infamous than prominent.
What is your point?
Look, I don't really make these decisions. It's up to the boss. I'll talk to Frank.
See that you do. Tell me about your past.
Do I have a choice?
Yes.
Not really, no.
I had a comfortable life until I became an orphan at 14. After that, I roamed the streets of Sicily with a crew of other orphans. Oh, we were always getting in trouble. Back then, my gang was rivals with another group of street kids. So, one day, 5 of them corner me, 4 grab my limbs, and then the last guy just starts punching. I really thought that was it. But then, a shadowy figure appeared. He honked so loudly that the other kids got scared and ran away.
Honked?
Yes, ma'am. A flamingo named Federico saved my life.
Aw, a
He nursed
flamingo.
me back to health and took me in. He even quit his job with the circus to make sure I grew up right.
That is touching. Weird, but touching.
A flamingo saved him.
When did you decide to come to America?
Federico found out I had a living relative in America, my cousin Vinny. He offered me a job as kitchen staff in his restaurant, so I decided to move to Chicago with him. I rose through the ranks pretty quickly, although it may not have been in my best interests.
Why would you say that?
Some funny business was going on in the back of the shop. Turns out, Cousin Vinny was not the honorable restaurateur everyone thought he was.
Every family has its black sheep, I suppose.
Especially yours.
How dare you?
One day, I was peeling potatoes when I heard this big commotion in the dining area. Then, I saw my cousin being held at gunpoint by a bunch of guys in fancy suits. There was no time to think. I just jumped on them like a hungry hippo. The way I worked them over really impressed my cousin's associate, Mr. Abruzzi. Mr. Abruzzi had big plans for me in his organization, and Federico wasn't happy about that. When I accepted the position, it created a big rift between us. And before we really had the chance to patch things up, the Duck Wars broke out.
Tell me about the Duck Wars.
Dio mio, what a tragedy. I've never seen such pointless bloodshed in all my life. It all started during the war, after Italy surrendered. The Germans didn't take that news well, especially not Blondie.
Blondie?
Just the most evil dog to walk the face of the earth. And unfortunately, Federico's ex-fiancée. Blondie ordered the Angel of Death himself to create a biological weapon capable of making flamingos extinct.
That is terrible. But look at the bright side. They could have been eaten to extinction by Dutch sailors, like the dodo.
That would have been a better, quicker, and more humane way to go. See, they used subliminal messages and ultraviolence to turn a bunch of ducks into killing machines. Federico and his friends had just gone out for a swim when those killer ducks were released into the pond.
You have my deepest sympathies, Mr. DeLuca.
At least he died doing what he loved the most. Standing on one leg and eating tiny shrimp.
You mentioned a man named Abruzzi. Would that be Joseph the Rampant Stallion Abruzzi?
Yeah. The work I did for him would make Federico roll in his grave. But, well, once you're in this line of work, the only way out is in a body bag. It was a dark time. I thought about ending it all, to be honest.
Why did you not?
Well, the boss happened. Our first job together changed something in me. And suddenly I had the urge to live.
Mr. DeLuca, I am sure you agree that protecting the town's economy should be our top priority.
Couldn't agree more. The question is, why tell me this?
A nefarious subject is planning to rob our bank and...
Worry not, Syndica. Mr. Riley is aware of what he can and cannot take. Just what's in Mike's security box in the safe, and not a single penny more.
Excuse me?
Just relax. Everything he's gonna take is covered by insurance. Nobody will lose a dime, and we'll get the claim payout.
You and Mr. Cooper are devious, amoral, and will clearly stop at nothing to get what you want. I wish I could hire you both for my next administration.
On that note, have your janitor friends swing by the office in a few days. We'd like to make a generous donation to the Barrett campaign.
I shall leave you to your duties, Mr. DeLuca.
Thank you.
Quite a pet you have there.
Oh, Sparkles. I know she looks scary, but she wouldn't hurt a fly. Well, unless...
Unless
the boss told her to. Or someone was trespassing. Or if someone called her Mittens, she hates that. Or anyone tried to pet her except me and Frank. Or if someone...
I think I understand. Thank you. On a completely unrelated note, do you happen to know why some of the dogs in town have disappeared?
Oh, excuse me, Sindaka. I'm still struggling with certain English words. What is dag? Sparkles, amore mio, you see a dag around here? See? She don't know either.
I believe that answers all my questions.
I guess she's eating them. Alright, guys. We're gonna save up here. Good bit. Today. Where's the new? Good, good, good. Cool that they changed the background stuff. Alright. Do this. Alright, hold on, guys. Just a minute, if anybody knows who we should raid out to. If not, I'll see here just a minute. Mento. All right. We got No one's got any suggestions, and we'll go. Yeah, go raid out to some friend boo. Hold on. We're raiding out, Sage. You're gonna go to friend bow, or however you say it. Games, I think that's how you say their name. Alright, guys, thank you so much. Are you gonna go live again? Alright, let me know when you're going live then. I'll raid you then. Let me know. Or raid up to you. I'm gonna get this all set up here. Alright, guys, we're gonna raid out to Sage when he's ready. To see some Legos here. Okay, you just started it? Okay. Alright, guys, thank you for the fun and love and all that amazing stuff, and I appreciate all your faces. And everybody have a good night. Enjoy some Lego Fortnite. I guess that's what it is. I assume that's what it is. Bye, guys.